Okay, hello. Welcome to this call on implementation. So, as I said just before I hit record, this is a talk that I did with 60 to 70 fitness coaches on in a fitness event on Friday, about them helping their clients, growing their business. And I think, well, I know that a lot of that has parallels with you and growing your fitness and how that can, affect every area of your life. And if we zoom out, it all just comes down to implementation. So when I look at why people fall off the wagon, when I look at why people aren't where they really want to be, when I have conversations with people who are saying that they're trying, but for some reason it doesn't seem like they can get there, the biggest problem is implementation. So at the moment, there's information everywhere. Okay. We live in a world where information is so easy for us to get. Okay. Like we can get on our phone, go on Instagram, information. Everyone's a fitness coach at the moment, all giving you different ideas. There's podcasts, there's books, there's interviews, YouTube, TV, radio, everything is just throwing information at us. Okay. So information isn't the problem right now. All the information is there. It's not a lack of information. It's not a lack of knowledge for people, because if people really wanted to know, they could go out and they could find out themselves. The problem where people fall back on is the implementation. So there's so much information there, and all that is useless without the implementation. So all this knowledge that we get is completely useless if we don't take it and we don't actually take action on the thing that we learn. We don't need all of this sort of stuff. You can listen to one person, you can listen to me, what I tell you, and just double down on what I tell you and get results. You don't need different podcasts, you don't need different coaches. Same with other coaches and their clients. Their technique probably works, well, does work, of course, for some people. And all people need to do is focus and double down on that. It's the implementation where people kind of fall back on and where people don't take action. Okay. And we can kind of, confuse that with a lack of knowledge. Oh, I don't know. Like I go into the gym and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Okay. Whereas some people do, they just don't know how to implement it. Okay. They know they need to go to the gym, they know they need to lift the weights, they know what it kind of looks like. It's just tough in terms of the implementation of it all. The good news is right now, it's never been as easy as it is right now to succeed. So right now, like I said, the information is there. It's so easy to get. It's so easy to open your app, open your Instagram app, scroll through. You can Google a program, use GPT. It's so easy to succeed right now because it's all there, because we have the gyms, affordable gyms. People could just go, like 24-hour gyms. It's all very easy. Okay. It's all very convenient. Okay. However, with this comes this, and it's never been as easy as it is right now to do nothing with that convenience, right? Everything's so convenient right now. We can also open our phone, open Deliveroo, and get a takeaway delivered. We can get anything we want to our front door. We can sit down. We can work from home. It's never been this easy to do nothing. However, if we swap this and we look at it in a good way, it's very easy for you to get ahead, because the people that are doing nothing will stay where they are, and the people that take action, take a little bit of action, do something, will progress. And a lot of you guys have talked to me about this. Like when you've joined this program, you see progress very quickly because you've just started to implement the basics. Whereas it's so easy to do nothing, and everyone else around here, like 70% of people, do nothing. So it's easy to look around and be like, oh, I'm just going to be like everyone else. But if you're here, if you're on this call, you don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be further along. You want to get better fitness. You want to lose fat. You want to build muscle. You don't do what they do. You do other stuff. You actually take action. However, people still can't take action. People still don't. And there are two blocks that I've kind of come up with working with you guys, working with other fitness coaches as well. And the first block is the fear of failure. Okay. So we're always, we're scared that if we try, we'll fail it. And it's a genuine fear that we think that, oh, I don't want to waste energy. I don't want to let people down. I don't want to let myself down. I just feel like if I try, then I'll fail. Okay. So when people say that they're fear of failure, what that says to me is they have nothing to lose. Okay. And that puts you in a very, very powerful position because if you have nothing to lose, you are able to try and fail and try and fail and try and fail without losing so much. Okay. As long as you keep trying, you will be making progress. The only way you can fail, the only way that you fall back is if you quit. Okay. The fear of failure is a thing that's made much worse in our head. Okay. So if you really, really think about the worst case scenario, if you did go all in on your fitness, if you went all in on your fitness goals, so if you went all in on the gym, meal prep, diet, everything went really all in and it didn't work, you're back to where you are now. That's it. Nothing happens. So if the worst case scenario is nothing happens, then there's all the reason to try. Because if you look at the good side of it, the positive side of it, it's limitless. Like you can't think of like you can't get so good that you just stop. You can keep moving the goalposts. You can keep moving up. It's glass ceilings. You can break through them. We can see the bottom. The bottom is the floor. And if the worst case scenario is we stay the same, we may as well give it a go because we can't see the top. We can keep going and we can keep pushing. So fear of failure is all very relative, okay? And things are never as bad as you think they're going to be, right? And also, in a weird way, they're never as good as you think it's going to be. Like, if something bad happens, you catastrophize it and you think the whole world's going to end. Like, oh, I've missed a workout. Now I'm going to lose all my progress. I've taken a weekend off. I'm going to lose all the progress that I've ever worked for. Likewise, if something good happens, like, oh, I stuck to my diet for 1 week. I lost a kilogram. Great, that's me down. I'm going to keep losing 1 kilogram per week. It never happens. Like the bad thing, like you take the weekend off, maybe you put on some weight in terms of water weight and you lose that within 24 hours and you're back to normal and then you're back to losing again. It's never as bad as you think. Likewise, if you lose a kilogram in a week and you take your foot off the pedal and you stop tracking, you relax it a little bit, you start putting that weight back on, you realize, oh no, maybe I do need to keep trying. Things are never as bad as as you think they're gonna be, and things are never as good as you think they're gonna be. They're all very normal. Okay, we catastrophize things, but we just need to realize that it's going to be like this. There's going to be ups and downs, but we want to keep it consistent. We want to keep those ups and downs very minimal. And that comes from the consistency of the workouts and the meal plans. That's the kind of gravitational pull that we need to stop this from happening. The consistency of the routine. The second block is the fear of judgment, the fear of what other people will think. Either like you're nervous that people at the gym, what they'll think of you, you're nervous what your family will think of you. And I've talked to a few people, and people have said, oh, like, and I'm sure a lot of people have had this, oh, you like don't lose too much weight, don't lose too much weight, it's not healthy, blah, 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 blah. When we know that it is healthy to lose fat and to build muscle, and we're doing it in a very sustainable way. We're not doing it like a Weight Watchers way where you just lose it all and then pack it back on. That is unhealthy. But just losing fat is not unhealthy. The people that tell you that are the people that recognize the actions that you take are doable. The people that tell you that realize that what you're doing, they could also do, and they want to do it. They're just too lazy to do it. That is the blunt answer to that. They want to be where you are. They want the progress that you are making, but they're just too lazy to take action. They're too lazy to do the stuff, too lazy to go to the gym, to meal prep. They don't want to take action because, as I said earlier, it's never been as easy as it is right now to do nothing. You don't want to be one of those. You absolutely do not. You want to be one person that takes action and that proves to people that it is doable. Okay. You'll never be pushed down by someone above you. You'll always be dragged down by someone below you. And regardless of all of that, if you're thinking right now, I'm scared of what other people will think, or I'm not where I want to be because of someone else, or I'm not where I want to be because of my situation, my environment, I'm going to be totally honest with you, that is not the case. It's not because of someone else, it's not because of your environment. You are exactly where you want to be because of the actions you've put in up until now. If you blame other people, the more you point the finger, wherever you point the finger, the blame goes. And that's where the power is. So if you say, oh, it's my environment that's stopping me from going to the gym, it's my environment that's stopping me from eating well, you are putting the power in the environment. You are not taking control of that, meaning it will never get better because you're putting it outside of you. You're saying it's not my fault, it's the environment's fault, and that's never going to change. We want to point at ourselves. We want to say, no, I put myself in this situation. I put myself in this environment. I can change my actions so I can start making progress. I can be a little bit more strict with what the food that I bring into the house. I can be a little bit more strict with the apps that I have on my phone. I can delete Deliveroo. All these actions I can take. If you blame yourself, you give yourself the power, because as long as you're putting it on other people, on other things, it will never get better. It will just keep going round and round in circles. We need to own our responsibility so we can take action and we can change the narrative. Don't try and change the world. You can't change everything about everything, right? Because you either do that, you try and change the world, or you change yourself, which is the only thing that you have power to change. Those are the two things. One's impossible, one is possible. So let's focus on the one that is possible, which is changing ourselves. All the, like these two things lead to anxiety blocks. Okay. Now I did relate this to doing work. We can also relate to doing fitness, but the best way to look at it is, we've all sat there, let's say going to the gym. We've all sat there knowing that we need to go to the gym, and we put it off and we start doing something else that doesn't really matter, doing the dishes or washing the car or something like that. We start doing other things. And the problem with that is it delays the time in which we think that we're going to do something and then we do it, meaning we can really dwell and think about the fear of judgment and the fear of failure. That gets worse and worse in our heads as we don't do the thing. What we really want to be focusing on is minimizing the time that we think about something and that we do it. Okay. Success loves speed, right? We want to take away that time of thinking about something and doing it, whether that's thinking about going to the gym and going to the gym, whether that's thinking about going shopping for food and going shopping for food. Everything we want to do, we don't want to think about it. We don't want to take time to think about it, because the time that you take to think about it, that's anxiety block, just longs it out. And then once you do it, you're like, oh, that didn't take as long as I thought it would take, or that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And not only that, I've just wasted 2 hours where I've just thought about doing the thing where I could have got that done and got four other things done. Okay. We want to take away the time that it takes to think about stuff to actually put that into action. We want to take away those anxiety blocks, because success loves speed. And that's where the scheduling comes in. That's where the Google Calendar comes in, to write down exactly when you're going to do stuff and to follow through with it. It takes the thinking out of it. So you can just look at your phone, be like, what am I doing now? Okay, I'm going to the gym now. Let's leave. Let's get to the gym. Let's get the workout in. Then when I get home, I'm cooking dinner. Cool. You've scheduled it all out. You take away the thinking time. You just do it. You've thought about it before, and now it's just time to implement it and take action, to stop the fear of judgment from getting into your head, to stop the fear of failure from getting into your head, and to stop these anxiety blocks. We want to just do it, do it, do it. Okay. We know the formula. It's go to the gym. It's eating your calories. It's stay consistent. That's it. It's not a load of other things. It's not this other shiny new thing that you need. Those are the three things that you need to do. We just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So I want you to write this down. If you've got a piece of paper on you, if it's on your phone, on your notes, I want you to write down, what day is it today? Monday. So Tuesday. If you're watching this back, whatever day it is tomorrow, I want you to write this down. Unless you're watching this in the morning, then write down the same day. On one side, like draw a line down the middle. On one side, write what. On one side, write why. The left side, I want you to write down what you're going to do. Just one thing that you want to take action on, that you've been putting off, that you've been getting anxiety blocks from, that you've been scared that you're going to fail, that you've been scared of what other people are going to think of you. One thing that you are going to get done tomorrow or today, whatever day is written at the top of your piece of paper. One thing that you're going to do, no question. And then on the right side, write why. Why are you going to do that? Why is it going to help you? How is it going to improve you? How's it going to improve your life? Now, remember, you're not just doing this once. If this is a regular thing, this is you committing to doing it regularly. This is improving our lives. This isn't just improving our current situation. So on the left side, write what you're going to do. On the right side, get really, really present with why you're going to do it. Okay. So what and why. And once that's down, it's down. There's no thinking about it anymore. We're going to do it. We're going to take action. We're going to run with it. We're going to take what we've just put there and we're going to do it either today or tomorrow. We're not going to get in our heads about it. We're not going to think about it. If you need to plug it into your calendar to put a time on it, do that right now. Again, don't have an anxiety block about this. Just do it. Just put it down and get it done. Once we get really present with what we're going to do and exactly why we're going to do it and how it benefits us, I promise you, it will be really easy just to not think about it and get it done. And remember, so you'd never have to do anything. Like you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to eat right. You don't have to get into shape, but you get to. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to do this. I say this so much. A lot of people can't get to the gym. A lot of people can't walk. A lot of people don't have these opportunities that we have. We get to do all this stuff. We get to go to the gym. We get to lift weights. We get the opportunity to, if we want to lose fat, reach out to a coach, get them to help us, get them to get us to where we want to be. I'm using a fitness coach right now, and the amount I've improved since being with him in May has been crazy in terms of my fitness. I get to do that, and I think that is absolutely crazy that I'm able to do that. It's I don't wake up in the morning like, oh God, I have to listen to him. I have to do what he's telling me. It's a privilege to be able to do this. It's a privilege to be able to go to the gym and to be able to move our body. So remember, you don't have to do anything. You get to. There are hundreds of people who'd wish they could do what you're doing. So don't take that for granted and don't waste a second of it. And I'm going to leave you this one. This is the last slide here, just before I close this call off. You once wished for the life that you have now. The goal isn't to get to where you want to be and stop. Okay. The goal is to keep going. The goal is to do this. The goal is to keep improving. You are living the dream now. You once, like, if you think about it last month, you probably had a goal that you've already achieved now. You've already achieved goals that you said would make you happy, whether that's being consistent in the gym, whether that's getting to a certain weight, whether that's lifting a certain weight. You've already done things that you said would make you happy. Let's not delay happiness. Let's not say I'm going to be happy when I get to my goal. No way. That is not the goal at all, because you'll never be happy. The goalposts will keep moving. The goal is the climb. The goal is to keep climbing. Yeah, we can stop and we can admire the view sometimes. We can appreciate where we are, like I do. I get you to share your wins. But the real goal right now is to keep moving and to keep pushing on. So I hope that helped, guys. Drop a 4 in the Zoom chat if you feel good after that, or you feel a little bit motivated, or you've taken something from that. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you are watching back this recording, then feel free to give me a message about your biggest takeaway in the WhatsApp chat. If you're a client, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. I'm just going to stop the recording now.